Rolling wheels on a red dirt road, morning sun where the wild winds blow, canvas camp under starlit skies, freedom's call where the eagle flies. Traverse the wild, let the journey begin, from bush to the beach, through the dust and the wind.
Now we're on the way to Namakua. It's going to be our longest stay. We're there for five nights. Looking forward to that. Being in one place for 5 days.
That's in the last camping, the rest is
And that's the last camping, yeah.
nice safari things, guest house.
It's going to be lovely. And we're going to have Christmas there in the Namakua.
Quick lunch at the herb garden in Spoeg.
Lakeland.
It said that we're going to be, the GPS says we're going to be there 4:30, but now we're having lunch, so most probably 5:30 to 6 o'clock we'll be in the park. Or at the campsite, hopefully. I hope we're going to be in the park sooner than that. Yeah, what are you having? Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad there's pizzas, sleeps.
I didn't actually want something massive, but I think I'm just going to have a chicken burger.
Chicken burger. And we're doing this because Liam needs to stretch legs.
His legs, yes.
He said he's tired of his legs being...
His legs won't do.
What did he say?
He said, my legs won't do. So we're letting his legs walk. Okay, so this is quite a road that we're driving now that we are about half an hour from the campsite. I'm not 100% sure how far we are from the gate. It's quite a up and down scenario. Oh, and a bumpy one. Oh. Okay. Right. Let's see if we can see anything on the outside.
Look there, it flies. Oh, look.
Good. So Namakua Gate.
That's Namaqua.
This is Namakua, yes.
Oh, I'm going to do
Another
it.
gate. Yeah, it's going to do the gate.
You Papa's going to crash.
Why would Papa crash?
You
You
look.
mean into the gate?
Yo, that one was close.
He loves a good farm gate. I know there's been so many. We're hoping we're on the right road. Otherwise, we're soon going to do some wild camping tonight. Maple bees.
Okay, so we are bundu bashing through people's farms at the moment.
As usual.
Because I don't follow the GPS, but there's also
What you're
not clear
supposed to
roads
follow.
and clear markings. So, yeah. What do you guys think about this?
Yeah, I think it's nice if we could just get there. It's like 6:30 in the evening, and we still got to set up camp and.
But we look like we're now on the right. Oh, everybody's
And it's raining, so you have
And
to
it's like it's gonna rain, but it's looking good. But it's fine. It's pretty and it's part of the adventure. So we're finally at Namakua. Liam, sit down and listen to this. We called. It was 11 hours. But we're here. Now we're gonna set up camp. It's cold.
Perched on the rugged edge of the Atlantic, Koringkorrelbaai is one of those rare campsites where the wild still feels untouched. There's no electricity, no fences, and very little between you and the ocean except sand, rock, and endless horizon. Each campsite sits right on the shoreline, where the sound of crashing waves become your soundtrack for the night. At sunset, the sky burns orange over the cold Atlantic, and by morning the mist rolls in from the sea, wrapping the camp in that unmistakable West Coast atmosphere. It's remote, it's raw, and it's one of the most unforgettable places to camp in the Namaqua National Park.
Good morning and welcome to Namaqua National Park. Camping at Koringkorrelbaai. I had no footage last night of setting up camp or anything else. We arrived rather late, about 7 o'clock. We had enough light to set up. I think it became dark just before 9, but it was quite a bit of work just to get everything set up. I didn't complete the whole setup yet. Because we're standing for longer 6 nights, I put up a shower tent because we need to be able to shower, and when I was here previously, it's not pleasant to shower when it's sort of open because the wind makes you really cold. So I got this shower tent, which is a really nice one from I think it's Australia. Yeah, and then Leanne was very clever too when we stopped in Springbok to buy one of those grilled chickens from the spa, and we could quickly make sandwiches and eat in between. That really helped because there was no cooking needed, so that's a good option when you drive long and you know you'll be late, to just buy a grilled chicken, make a sandwich when you get there, or something similar. But yeah, I'm excited. This is a really pretty place. It's overcasted today. It's always a concern about charging things and having enough power for the fridge, but I think we should be okay. Since my last trip, I upgraded it to a 200 amp hour battery. There is space, and I know it's a lot of weight, but my trailer can handle that. I've dropped some other things to consider or to compensate for the weight. So we should be able to run the fridge and lights for a few days off that 200 amp hour. And then if the sun comes out, I'll charge it with the solar panel. I'm more concerned about cameras and things. I use an EcoFlow. I've got 2 EcoFlows. That's one of the things. It's not a must-have, but it's one of the things that changed my camping. Those little EcoFlows, because I can take them up into the tent. I can take them to the car. I can charge wherever I want. I can run external lights off them. It's just a game changer. It's a lot of power. It's a little inverter, so you can run really a lot of things. It's a game changer for me. Right, so today we'll just spend some time relaxed around the sea, walking on the beach, and I'm excited to show you this campsite. Sure.
It's very difficult. Papa?
Best spot in the house to eat breakfast is apparently on the fridge slider, which is a bit concerning for Papa, because I'm not always sure how well these were built and if I have to rebuild it, but it seems to hold 20 kilograms extra. And for breakfast, boera melkos. It's very easy to make and delicious.
Waves crash softly on the golden sand. 10 pitched high where the dunes expand. Seagulls calling, ocean winds blow. Coastal camp and nowhere else to go. Coastal nights under the stars, campfire glowing. Listen to the waves from afar. Sea breeze whispers freedom in our eyes, camping under wide open skies.
So, when we are in Namaqua National Park, we have to make a plan with Christmas decorations. So this is our, it's a Christmas bowl, but this is representing our Christmas tree. And Liam has got rocks, and he's decorating the rocks with glue, with its shiny glue. Liam, look at me. What are you doing?
Trying to get it out of my stuck in.
Okay, must I help you?
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, we are making a nice Christmas tree. We're also going to use some shells.
They're making Christmas decorations with shells for our gorgeous Christmas tree. This looks beautiful, all of you. Papa's making a Christmas tree. Let me see yours, Yaya. Oh wow, that is beautiful. Sure, Liam, that is gorgeous. And this is our start of the Christmas tree.
Excitement, the sun has arrived at Koringkorrelbaai. Koringkorrelbaai. Look at that bright sunlight, it's amazing. We are charging the solar panels.
What actually feels the most amazing is that we just had the most amazing wash. That was amazing in the shower tent.
And we're having our second morning coffee,
After a walk on the beach.
After
in the mist.
a long walk on the beach in the mist. It was very pretty and Liam enjoyed that. I'm quickly going to take you to our shower tent. We just took a shower, so it's a bit wet still, but you see it's that Austral double one. What's nice about the double one side you keep your dry stuff, your clothes, your little bathroom bags and everything, and the other side you shower. So the positive thing about that, in the past we had to get out of the shower tent to be dry, to be able to get dressed, and then the wind would make you cold and it wasn't pleasant. But now pleasant, you dress inside the tent.
It's a place to hang your towel.
Place to hang towels, so let's show you. If you look in there, I hope you can see, you see there's a little rail for your towel. Over here is a dry bag, so clothes that you don't want to get wet you put in the dry bag. We've got a flooring in there that keeps your feet clean. It lets things out on the side. If I open this side, and this is where we shower, so we've got a little bag there with all our shampoos and soaps. On this side we've got a little rail to keep your your hand towels. We just bucket bath this morning, so there's still a glass there, but it's really nice. If you on the inside there's a little hook also where you can hook shower, so I don't fill the bags too full, so you will be able to put the shower bag in there 10 liters or so. I've also got a little pump shower. The pump shower can either stay on the floor or on top, so we've got the option bucket bath, we can shower. It's really nice. And look at this, you can even open here and have a view of the outside while you are showering. And it's got a little gauze in front and a little net, which is quite nice. And I think also if you open that, it helps to dry everything. Although there's a lot of air coming in, it's amazing. There's the solar panels doing its job, and then that's the view we have of the ocean from our campsite. What a privilege. The camera's coming. What are you two doing?
I'm sleeping.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Who sleeps at 10 o'clock in the morning? 20-year-old teacher. 21?
21.
Oh, I forgot my child's age. 21-year-old new teacher. Her last holiday as a non-worker. Next year she'll appreciate them, because the little children will drive her crazy. And there's Liam. Hey Liam, is your face in the iPad? Hello!
He's in a mood.
And then the prettiest woman in the world is sitting this side. Look at that! Eating my biscuits.
Yeah.
Isn't that my biscuits?
Cheers. I mean your biscuits.
I want biscuits.
Family biscuits.
You're calling me a biscuit. How is this for lunch with the view? I'm just trying to turn the camera, I'm a bit slow. Look at that. We're having lunch. While you're having lunch, you can see the sea.
Days here fall into a gentle rhythm. We wander along the endless stretch of beach right on our doorstep, the Atlantic rolling in beside us. Sometimes it's about the simple things, playing in the sea, feeling the cold water rush over your feet, and letting the wind and waves wash the world quiet for a while. Other moments are spent just being still, enjoying the rare gift of having a wild beach almost entirely to yourself. And then, every now and again, you meet someone who came here for the same reason. People chasing the same love for the ocean, the road, and places like Koringkorrelbaai.
Waves crash softly on the golden sand, 10 pitched high where the dunes expand. Seagulls calling, ocean winds blow. Coastal camp and nowhere else to go. Coastal nights under the stars, campfire glowing. Listen to the waves from afar. Sea breeze whispers freedom in our eyes, camping under wide open.
Right, we're sitting in this little windshield boma area making a fire. It was a nice day. We just went to the beach a few times. We tried to convince Liam to go to the seals, but I think he had enough of driving yesterday. It's quite windy today, so that's why we're sitting in this shielded area. The shower tent keeps blowing sideways, but I can't do anything about that. It's the wind's just too bad, but it should die down pretty soon, and then it will be easier. But yeah, we tried our best to keep it
Right, which car?
as straight up as possible. So tonight, lamb sausage, and we're gonna fry that, and then in little pita breads, we're gonna put them with cucumber, a little bit of tzatziki, and maybe tomato. A little bit of a healthy option to just meat and some bread. And then what's really nice is the people here invited us to a fish fry on Friday. I don't know even what day is today, so we'll see what's Friday. So yeah, that's going to be nice. It's meeting some like-minded people. What's nice, it's 6 campsites. You don't hear people, you don't hear music. We've been to the beach 3 times now, and it's only been us. So yeah, this is a really relaxing campsite. You just find peace for your soul.
These pitas with lamb sausage with the tzatziki is really one of my favorite camping dinners. What a way to end the day.
Sun dips slow, painting skies of gold. Shadows stretch, the evening unfolds. Colors ripple over hills and sea. Every moment feels like poetry. Beautiful sunset lighting up the sky. Moments like this make the world feel high. Warmth on my face.
Oh, good coffee. It's a bit of a chilly morning today. So I got up, I made a little fire. Never too early to make a fire. I'm going to make some toasted sandwiches for breakfast. Bacon for me and bacon, banana, and cheese. For the kids, just bacon and cheese, toasted sandwiches. Yeah, it's quite chilly in the mornings. You can see I'm wearing my beanie. Yeah, it can become cool and then it becomes warmer in the day, but it's not as warm as we had in the Karoo and in Hondeklipbaai. It's like 22 degrees maximum. I need just about the full day to charge my 200 amp hour battery, even the 2 EcoFlows. I've got a 200 watt solar panel. I guess it would take quicker if I had a bigger one, but we're managing. It's really not an issue. I think I've got more power than the rest of the people. Yeah, you just seem to manage and get things done with what you have. Also, what I thought earlier with the water, you learn to budget your water. You learn to preserve a little bit, because you can only carry that much here. So if you do washing or something, I defrosted some bacon just now and I reused that water to do the dishes. So you just start thinking about things, which is actually good. We need to do that in our everyday lives. It's something you don't think about, but if you really have limits to what you can carry and what you can do, you just have to. And so this is the way to wake up. It is amazing. And then my rusk falls into my coffee because I was talking too much. Right, we at the seals. There's a seal colony here, so we drove to the seal colony to look at them. They're cute today. The wind is blowing towards the sea. For those who know, you'll know. If the wind blows from them to you, it's a very stinky affair. But today, they smell nice.
And you can actually watch for a while.
Yes, we can watch them for a while because they don't stink so much.
And it blows the other way.
Yeah, it's nice to see.
You just want to drive.
They're sitting, some of them are baking on the rock, some of them are swimming in the sea.
There's quite a few if you see over there.
Yeah.
Swimming in the sea.
So we're going to drive forward and look if we can see a little bit more. Firstly, Liam, what did we see just now?
Sticky seals.
Yeah? Was it seals?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were really stinky.
What do we think about the seal?
Hulle vrot, maar hulle is baie cute.
They are very cute and very sweet to watch, and there's a lot of babies.
They're very old.
But they
Vrot.
are right.
The wind changed and yeah.
Or we just got closer maybe.
So I'm gonna drive a bit and see if we, I know the cameras get stabilization, but we might see how the road goes So let's drive and see what happens. Alright, lunchtime. We went to the seals, now we're back. Now this is one of mine and Leanne's favorite lunches, so I can show you. It is basically some crackers, different cheeses.
We've got an apricot, sweet and tangy apricot. We've got a fig cheese. We've got plaaskombuis,
So we buy
lemon, orange,
some jams on the way, interesting jams, and
green
we've
fig.
got some what do you call it? Bacon spread. So it's a really nice combination. Let me turn this and show you.
Fruit.
Right, so that's mine, basically cucumber. We've got some cheese on the crackers, different types of cheeses, some cream cheese with, bro, look at that, fig preserve and some orange preserve.
Mix a gin in with it and you sort it.
Right, that's Leapy's different type of board with some peach on it. Let me show you, we like these type of cheeses flavored. That one's a fig one, soft medium fat cheese from Fairview, and that one is a tangy apricot, and then cream cheese, and we've got very cherry, which is, I don't know if it's really just
It's not
really cherry, it's just flavored
it
sweet
tastes like
sugar,
lollipops. It's delicious.
but it's delicious anyway. At my plaas kombuis met liefde, we bought this in Loxton Lekker.
Yeah.
So that is the orange preserve, and then fig preserve from Woolies. And then we've got our crackers and fruits and just a gin.
And Liam's licked all the cheeses off and given
Yeah,
me
basically-
the cookies back.
Look at this. Wait, where's your hand? Liam gets little crackers with cheese on, he licks the cheese off and returns the crackers.
So Liam has found a friend on the beach, a little girl. And I laugh at the two dads protecting their children. I think she's from Namibia. Liam said something like that. He was helping them build a sandcastle in Namakua. He was like an engineer or something. Anyway. So now Liam is helping dig that one out. But men, funny creatures. They'll just stand away from each other and not actually converse. The kids are buried.
Right, just because we're camping at the sea, I decided seafood is on the menu. So the kids doesn't really eat seafood, which is a problem. They get fish fingers and rice, which they do eat. Both our children does not eat seafood, which is good for me. It's a cheaper option for me as well. But for me in the end, sorry, this is quite a bit of food if you look at it. But I've got some prawns in a butter lemon sauce, yellowtail, and then some crumbed mussels. So it's breadcrumbs and garlic. Delicious. Leaps is not eating yet, so he can't comment on what it tastes like.
I'm eating their mussels
Because
already.
She's feeding Liam.
Mussels.
He's got mussels.
Sun dips slow, painting skies of gold. Shadows stretch, the evening unfolds. Colors ripple over hills.
Christmas morning in the Namaqua National Park. It's very important to know that Santa also knows where the park is, and he comes and delivers presents for the children. Nice. It's a little bit of an overcasty morning, but it's also nice. We've been burned by the sun, me and Liam, because we spend a lot of time at the sea. Liam just wants to go down to the sea the whole time. This is the one guy staying here. Said in his best Cape Afrikaans that this is the paradise. Paradise. This is definitely a piece of paradise. Loof die hemelse kind, stille nacht, heilige nacht.
Al was ek nie daar nie, ek weet is waar. Die krippie Maria met die kleintjie by haar.
And tonight we're building our own pizzas. Liam, what are you building there?
Pizza?
What are you putting on your pizza?
What you putting? Pineapple.
Yes.
And right, bacon. What about bacon?
Bacon?
Yeah, it's actually not hot anymore, so you can put some on. Want to sprinkle a bit? Yeah, I'm gonna put some in.
So I'll show you. I'll show you later. What I do is we make it in a pan, the pizza, and then I put another pan on top of it with coals in that pan, and a little bit of coals at the bottom. So then you've sort of got a pizza oven. So I know there's very nice pizza ovens that cost 3,000 rand. I didn't have the 3,000 rand yet, but this works fine. The pizza tastes like pizza. It cooks, and it's a camping hack that I'm using. It's working perfectly.
Right, I'm all grate some cheese and put it on.
Are you stuck?
They also living with
Hmm.
As the sun slowly dipped towards the Atlantic, the quiet campsite came alive with the warm spirit of the Northern Cape. Word spread quickly through the camps. Everyone was welcome. Before long, we found ourselves walking over to the gathering by the sea, where strangers were greeted like old friends. Next to the ocean, fresh fish was dipped into batter and lowered into hot oil, the sound of bubbling pots mixing with the rhythm of the waves. Soon plates were filled with crispy fish and chips, and thick slices of freshly baked bread were passed around from hand to hand. We sat together beside the sea, sharing food, stories and laughter with people we had only just met. It was more than just a meal. It was a glimpse of the incredible hospitality of the Northern Cape, where travelers arrived as strangers and leave feeling like part of something bigger. And from what we heard, this gathering has become a bit of a tradition, a yearly moment where the wild coast brings people together over good food and good company.
Morning, this is our last day at Koringkorrelbaai. Last full day, we're still sleeping tonight, and then tomorrow we leave back home. So a few days we didn't really film a lot, and there's a good reason. We just absolutely relaxed. This is so peaceful by the sea. It is such a lovely place just to unwind and relax. Liam made friends with some of the kids here, played really nicely with them. Last night we went to, apparently it's the yearly fish fry that they have in December, so one of the camping groups here makes fish for everybody. It's battered fish that they make over gas, and chips, and they make breads with jams and butter, and it's cheese. It's really delicious. So we went there last night to the fish fry, and you feel so welcomed by everybody that's here. We I have to add that the fish is really good. My son and daughter, which doesn't really prefer eating fish, really enjoyed it, and they ate everything. My son almost ate his own fingers while eating the fish, so it was delicious. And it was about 60 people. The only thing you need to bring is your own chair, your own cutlery and drinks, and it was so lucky just to talk to everybody, and everybody greets you and asks where you're from and tells you stories. So I can really, if you come here over December, it is really nice. I would urge you to join the fish fry, and you'll be invited. I invite everybody that's here. Then this morning I am making a bread. So for Christmas I got a little bread maker, not a bread maker, just a little pot that you make a bread in from Leanne. So I'm going to use that to bake us a bread because our bread has run out. And then I think Leanne and Liam's going to stay here today and just walk around on the beach again and play with the friends. And then my plan is to maybe drive to the Spoeg River Caves and then potentially go to Hondeklipbaai. I'll see. Me and Jana wants to do that, and if we do that, if we feel like it, we'll do that. We'll definitely go to the caves. But then Hondeklipbaai, I just want to go see how the little town looks, and also maybe go to the shipwreck. I think it's Aristia or something like that. I can add more details, but I read about it on the internet. And then we'll just come back. That's about a 3-hour round trip, and then we'll just spend time in the camp again. And I have to start packing up. So what we must do is just pack up some of the things, and then continue out again. I just, while I was talking to you, see that one of my it's a bracket in front of my Land Cruiser is actually rattled loose. So on these roads things really rattle loose. It's corrugation, and it seems like I keep losing things that rattle loose, but yeah, I'll need to replace that.
Cassie is making what is it? Potato sausage hash. Looks absolutely delicious. Then we're getting
cheese sausage.
cheese sausage.
Bacon sausage.
Okay, bacon sausage and potato hash for breakfast. It looks scrummy.
Yummy.
Is this your invention?
No, somebody else invented it. You can have an egg on it, but we're not that big eaters.
No. Yum.
With the ocean always somewhere on the horizon, Jana and I set out to explore a little further along the wild and beautiful coastline. Our first stop was Klipheuwel, a quiet place with a remarkable history. From 1939 to 1965, this remote outpost served as a winter home of the Engelbrecht family, farmers from the nearby farm Sarisam. When the cold inland winters arrived, they would move here to the coast, living between the rugged rocks and the endless Atlantic.
Need a 4x4, thick sand, thick sand. We won't be able to drive this without a 4x4. Jana's shaking all about. She's going to have to. The Coke isn't shaken enough to make bubbly over. Oh, this is very sandy.
Isn't this when we lost our camera last time?
No, we didn't come to the caves.
It was in sand like this though.
Yeah. Whoa.
Liam would be loving this.
You won't get the effect of the shake with the gimbal, but you can maybe see the car's nose wiggling about.
From there we continue to the Spoeg River Caves, a place of deep archaeological significance. These caves hold evidence of human life stretching back towards thousands of years, where early inhabitants once sheltered along the harsh coastline. Archaeologists have uncovered ancient tools, shell middens, and traces of daily life that revealed how people survived there long before roads or settlements existed.
Up there's Yaya. It's quite high. She climbed up at the caves. Might be windy. We are at the top of a rock here in Hondeklipbaai. Where is? Yeah, there she is. There's seal. What can we see? Far. We are looking for the shipwreck, but
Is it not that one?
not lucky. No, that's Sing. No. So we look for the shipwreck even more, but this is a Very pretty view.
I'm almost sure that is the.
Just outside Hondeklipbaai, along this rugged stretch of Northern Cape coastline, the rusting remains of the Aristea still lie scattered along the rocks. Once a proud Greek cargo ship sailing the open oceans, the Aristea met the unforgiving Atlantic here in 1975, when rough seas and hidden reefs brought her journey to an abrupt end. Today what remains of the wreck stands as a quiet monument to the power of the ocean. Twisted steel and weathered metal slowly surrendered to salt, wind and time. Now the Aristea rests where she fell, a haunting reminder that along this wild coast the Atlantic always has the final word. Our journey ended in the small town of Hondeklipbaai, where fishing boats rest quietly and the rhythm of the still follows the sea. It was a simple day of exploring, but days like these remind us why we traveled a long way, for the stories hidden in the landscape and the moments shared along the road.
Ons eet ietsie by Dop en Kreef in Hondeklipbaai. Ja, nou hoop daar is nie net Dop en Kreef nie. Ja, lees jy die storie? Is daar net Dop en Kreef?
Ek weet nie, ek gaan
Want vir my sal dit goed wees, vir jou?
Nee, dankie.
Having lunch at Dop en Kreef in Hondeklipbaai. Nice little restaurant and you look out over the beach.